All right, so I'm having trouble with my chainsaw cutting crooked. It's every when I cut, it veers to the right. Advice from a friend was make sure your chain's sharpened and sharpened evenly. Well, I've got the tools, and I'm pretty sure it's not perfect, but it's not that far off. Um, so I bought a new chain and a new bar. Here's the new chain. Oh, here's the old chain. But I have the new bar and the old bar. So I've got the old chain on the old bar, the new chain on the new bar right now. So let me just show you this though. Here's the play I have in the bar, between the bar and chain. Here's the play on the new bar, of course, new chain. So now I'm going to swap them and show you the play in the reverse direction. Okay, well, I've sort of swapped them. It's a little awkward in the vise there, so I only put the one in. So now I have the old bar, but the new chain. And let's just kind of put my finger across it. Quite a bit of play there. Now, not on the vise, but I've got the... See, I'm having a hard time following this myself here. The new bar and the old chain. Not a lot of play. Let's compare again. Okay, so I think the channel in the old bar is worn. So now I'm going to put them on the vise and let you see them side by side, and we'll figure out the truth. All right, now here we are with both bars side by side. So we're going to start in this direction. You can see, hopefully this shows up well, the bar I think is pretty flat, right? The old on the left, the new on the right. I don't see any mushrooming or anything like that along the top. So now let's look down into the channel, and I hope this shows up. Look at the groove width. That is a big difference here on the new one versus the old one. And again, I think this is showing up in the video, and I think you can kind of see I've got a zip tie there just so the bars aren't touching each other. I think that's the issue, guys. If you look back here toward the tip of the bar, of course, where there's not as much wear. I'm sorry, this isn't the tip. This is the base of the bar. It's hard to get this to focus right. I think the channel's a little more even. It's still a little bit wider, but out here at the cutting area, there's a pretty big difference, I believe. So that, I think, is going to do it. Let me just give you an idea of my troubleshooting process here. I also had the clutch drum, and you can probably see the deep grooves that were in that. That was making it hard to tighten the chain. It would just kind of pull it off the track a little bit as I was adjusting the bar. And I didn't know if maybe that was causing it to cut, crooked as well. I did file the old, and it wasn't, obviously. I changed it, and it hasn't made a difference. I filed the old bar a little bit, but it was really, really not much. I mean, it was really in pretty good shape. And I also used my new depth gauge to make sure the old chain was, set right, because that could have been causing it to pull. And none of that worked. So I guess my theory here is that the new chain worked in the old bar, because I thought the chain was about to fall there. Even with the wiggle, just because the sharpening on it is so superior, right? I've done a good job sharpening the old one, I think, but you never get it like it was out of the box. So I'm probably just a little bit off here, to the point where that channel width is causing causing it to pull. So to prove this theory, it's going to be pretty simple. I'm going to take the old chain that's going to have a little, it's a little off, and put it on the new bar and see if it cuts straight. And that will prove it. So I hope this video helped. Of course, if I don't post it, then I was wrong, but I'll certainly put comments down to, show you the results.